Right now, 18 billion light-years away, sits an object so massive it shouldn't logically exist. It's called TON 618, a black hole so gigantic that if you dropped it where our Sun sits, it would swallow every planet out to Neptune before it even ran out of room. Our entire Sun is just a dust speck next to it, and its mass swallows the rules of physics whole. Today, we are diving into the terrifying truth about this space monster. By the end of this video, you'll not only see why it shouldn't even exist, but we are also going to look at the crazy secrets locked away inside it, including the mind-blowing paradox of what actually happens when you cross its edge. For a long time, scientists were pretty sure black holes had a size limit. The idea was simple. They eat gas, dust, and stars. They grow bigger over millions of years, but eventually they hit a wall. They choke on their own food. As a black hole pulls stuff in, that stuff gets super hot and shoots out a blast of energy. At some point, that energy push gets so strong it blows incoming gas away, stopping the black hole from growing any further. Scientists call this the Eddington Limit. It's basically the speed limit for how big a black hole can get. Yet, somehow, TON 618 managed to smash right through that rule. Just how did it grow into a giant that completely breaks the timeline of the universe? To really picture how big this thing is, you have to look at the numbers, even though they sound fake. TON 618 isn't just a quiet, sleeping pit. It's a super bright quasar, driven by this mega-massive black hole sitting far out in the dark. Imagine taking our Sun, the giant star that keeps our whole solar system warm and holds every planet in place, and multiplying its weight by 66 billion. You heard that right. 66 billion suns packed into one single spot in space. That's the original estimate. Some newer measurements put it closer to 40 billion. Either way, we're talking about more mass than every star in the Milky Way combined. To put that into a picture that actually breaks your brain, the edge of TON 618, the point of no return where even light gets trapped, is hundreds of billions of kilometers wide. If you drop this monster right in the middle of our solar system, where our Sun is, its outer edge would swallow Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and keep on going, way past Pluto, long before getting anywhere near the next star system. It's so huge, it doesn't even feel like a space object. It feels like a literal rip in reality. And this is where the math completely stops working. According to standard science, a black hole shouldn't be able to get this big, this fast, especially so early in the life of the universe. The universe just hasn't been around long enough for a normal black hole to eat this much stuff. It breaks the clock of how things are supposed to grow. Faced with that impossible math, researchers have been forced to ask what actually happened. Could it be it didn't grow the way other black holes do? Some scientists have tossed out a wild idea. What if TON 618 didn't come from a dead star at all? What if it's a primordial black hole? Something born in the wild, chaotic first few seconds right after the Big Bang. Picture a tiny seed of infinite density, dropped right at the start of time, munching on pure gas clouds before galaxies even had time to form. In that case, the monster didn't grow up inside the universe. The universe actually grew up around it. Even if that crazy theory is true, it pushes our understanding of history right to the breaking point. It leaves scientists scratching their heads because basic textbook physics just can't explain it. And this is where the real suspense kicks in. Size is only half the nightmare. Its gravity is so insane, it bends space and time like crazy, making time itself slow down to a crawl near its edge. Einstein told us gravity messes with time, but near TON 618, it goes to a whole different level. If you somehow had a spaceship tough enough to hang out near its edge, anyone watching you from far away would see you moving in super slow motion. Eventually, you'd look completely frozen, slowly fading into total darkness. To you, a few seconds might tick by, but out in the real universe, thousands of years would fly right past. Yet, even though it's a trap of eternal darkness, the area right around TON 618 is blazing bright. The ring of superhot gas spinning around its edge shines with the light of trillions of stars. It's so bright, this single object completely outshines its entire home galaxy, acting like a giant cosmic lighthouse shining across the deep dark of space. Which brings us to the most terrifying question of all. What actually happens when you cross its edge? This is where physics gets truly bizarre. You'd probably think that a giant black hole like TON 618 would rip anything to pieces instantly with its gravity. But here's the fascinating twist. Supermassive black holes actually have weaker tidal forces at the event horizon than smaller black holes. Because the monster is so unimaginably huge, the difference in gravity between your feet and your head when you cross the edge is actually surprisingly gentle. A small black hole would stretch you out like spaghetti before you even touched it. But a titan like TON 618 lets you cross its outer threshold smoothly before trapping you forever in the dark. Past that invisible line, however, the rules of physics completely shut down. Inside, the gravity is infinite, space and time switch places, and everything is crushed down into a single point called a singularity. Nothing gets out, no radio signals, no light, no SOS messages. It's a one-way door with no way back, ever. Why should any of this matter to us? Sitting comfortably on a quiet blue planet billions of light years away. Because as we look closer at TON 618, it changes how we see the whole universe. We aren't just talking about a heavy rock floating out in space. We are talking about a gravity anchor so heavy it literally bends the paths of distant galaxies. If our solar system traded places with it, Earth wouldn't just be destroyed, it wouldn't even register as a blip. It would get torn apart at the atomic level and swallowed instantly, leaving zero trace in history. And here is the most disturbing part of all. The real scary truth isn't just that TON 618 is huge, it's the realization that if the universe can accidentally create something this massive that breaks its own rules, what else is hiding out there in the dark? What other impossible monsters are sitting quietly in the unmapped parts of space, just waiting for their light to finally reach us? We love to think the universe is neat, safe, and makes total sense. We like believing we know all the rules, but objects like TON 618 are a loud, humbling reminder. We live in a universe that isn't just stranger than we can imagine. It's stranger than we have the capacity to imagine. The dark is huge, it's old, and it's hiding things we were never meant to see. And TON 618 isn't even alone out there.